if you know what you're doing, you can control how much success that you're going to see out of the stock market. And I want to address that here because at the end of the day, there are only a few things that will determine how successful you are in the stock market. I call them TRM: time, return, and money. Number one is time. The longer your money is invested in the stock market, the wealthier you can become. Number two is return. The better returns that you can get, the faster your money can grow, the wealthier you become. And number three is money. The more money you invest, the wealthier you become. Now, the one factor out of TR and M that we can't control is T, time. We can't go back and start investing 2 years ago, but we can start investing today. So we can't go back in time, we can't control that, which means we can control the R and the M and the TRM, which means we can control the return and the money. Now, when it comes to return, what you have to understand is risk and return go hand in hand. Active investing in individual companies is riskier than passive investing. But that also means that active investing comes with higher potential returns. And so now if you're in a situation and you're trying to decide how can you get better returns, well then maybe you want to consider taking on some more risk. One way to do that is by investing in different types of funds. Another way to do that is by considering to actively invest your money. But if that's not for you, then the third thing that you can take a look at is the M, the money side of how much money you invest. And the reality is the more money you have to invest, the wealthier you can become. Now, I want you to understand this very carefully. What you have to understand and not get confused with is people assuming that you just need a big income to become wealthy. That's not true. It's what you do with the money you make, not just how much money you make, that determines how wealthy you become. But the big mistake now is you can make a lot of money and spend all that money and look rich but have no wealth. And that doesn't do you any good. The way you become wealthy is you start investing your money, and then you realize that if I invest my money, I can become wealthy, and then you work to earn more money, not just so you can drive nicer cars and live in bigger homes, but so you have more money to invest. And if you do that, where now you're working to earn more money on one hand, you're working, whether it's in your business or your job, to earn more money. Now, when you have more money to dump into your investments, now you can become wealthier sooner and achieve a larger portion of wealth because instead of investing $100 a month, you can invest $1,000 a month. Maybe you can invest $3,000 a month. Maybe you can invest $10,000 a month, depending on how much money you're earning. But if you can earn more money, you have more money to put into the market. And just naturally, if you can put more money in, more money can work to grow and compound, to generate your dividends, to generate your growth. But that requires you to earn more money. Now, earning more money is a whole different skill set. But what you have to understand here is that when it comes to scaling your investments, once you know how to execute, once you know what your investment goals are, once you know what your strategy is, now it's all about figuring out how do you want to scale. Is it the T, R, or M? You can't change the T, besides starting sooner, but you can change the R and the M. You can change the return and the money. Those are the things that you have in your control that will allow you to scale how much wealth you build. And if you want to build more wealth, you got to figure out, are you going to be working on generating higher returns? And or are you going to be working to invest more money? Because this is where ultimately your wealth is going to be built. You're not going to build wealth by saving money. You're not going to build wealth by earning a big salary. You can build wealth by investing your money. But you have to actually put your money to work, and the more money you put to work, the wealthier that you can become. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.